just that we reduced. Thank you, Sinan. We reduced ourselves in ordinary world, believing that we are ordinary people and limited, power, and we are doing just a very ordinary life. But I know that within each of us there is, I call it the dream, but there is a uniqueness that is crying and screaming to come out. And we are suffocating this inner power, I call it gods, but it's I don't mean gods. It doesn't mean anything. But the school for gods, it doesn't mean that the Greek gods of the mythology. I mean you, who have the power of transforming the outer events and circumstances, and you are not using this power because you think that the world outside yourself is the world of causes, and you are just an insect living in a... I am proposing, let's turn upside down this. You are the real world, the world of causes, and the world outside yourself is serving you and telling you where you are, which is your potential. It's clear, isn't it? It's clear.
The God is the most human being thing.
That's right. Yeah, it's the potential of a human being. Yeah. It's which is within yourself. It's and you are not using.
Not separated. Yeah, maybe it's the illusion of separated you believe in right now.
You are living as a separated separate reality. But that is a shame, because you are forcing yourself to be encapsulated in a very small machine, a very small space, But you have to, you have to return to your very rights. The rights I called of gods, but the rights of a human being, which is free. That's why I believe that the era of the joblessness is coming. The era of the to answer Mustafa. It's coming, the era of the golden creative leisure. Leisure, I don't know if you understand. Yeah. Leisure, which if you say leisure, they say, "What are you talking about? Leisure? I mean, what? Walking in the streets like a tramp? I mean, it's leisure is the activity of the queens, kings, emperors. Golden, creative, because it's not doing, it's not doing. It's the very doing, where you create from within, and the outer world is reflecting your creative attitude. And you cannot be poor. You cannot be in a small house or living in a... That is the inner power that is coming out. And the world has to obey, because it's not a separate reality. The world is one with you. It's the same thing. Then the most beautiful thing that I discovered is that the world wants to serve you. And it is serving you. Also when you tell the world, I want to be in a limited situation, I want to suffer. I want to be afraid, to be in a state of doubting. The world obeys and gives you, something like it's everything very, very, very poor and constrictive. Then the world is doing all that you are commanding and ordering to the world. This is interesting to understand. Then you see, also yesterday when I spoke about these things, the people, more than 100 people, probably 150 people, they were all very silent and aware. All of them, because they were, probably for the first time, they were looking within. For the first time. And it was very luminous. Everything was luminous. Each of them was all gratitude for what was happening. Then they go home and they return in their own chaos. But in that very moment, like now, you are recognizing in yourself that something that is permanent. And you believe that is just a moment. No, that is the real here now, which is infinite, eternal, immortal. We have to be always in that state. And outside yourself, you have to act. As an actor, as an actress. You have to act. If you do not act, you will suffer a lot, and then little by little you bend yourself and you enter in a sort of repetitive reality, or if you want to call reality, but it's in a repetitiveness, which is death.